Today we're going to learn how to find the sum or total of a geometric series. Remember, geometric means constant multiplication. So we're looking at a pattern of numbers where you are multiplying to get to the next number. Let's take a look how we can apply this. In January, I deposited $6 into my account. In February, I deposited $18 into my account. And then in March, I deposited $54. If I continue this pattern, how much money will be in my account after 15 months? Now we could sit there and calculate how much I'm depositing each month, how much I deposited in April, May, etc., and then add them all together. Or we can just use this formula. The geometric sum formula can look two ways. They mean the exact same thing. The one on the left is the factored form, where that a sub 1 is factored out, and the one on the right is the unfactored form. You can use either one. They have the same pieces and they will result in the same answer. First, they are composed of a sub 1, which is, as we've seen before, our first term. They're also composed of r. You'll see it shows up twice in each formula. R, just like before, is our common ratio, or our pattern. We'll also now see n. N is our number of terms. Let's go ahead and apply this formula. I need my three key pieces. My a sub 1, my first term, my r, my common ratio, and n, my number of terms. Term is 6. My ratio is to multiply by 3. And my number of terms is 15. So we can set up our formula. I'm going to have my first term, 1 minus my ratio to the 15th power, divided by 1 minus my ratio. When you put that in the calculator, you will see that the sum is $43,046,718. So at the end of my 15 months, if I continue this pattern of tripling the amount that I deposit, that's how much money will be in my account. Let's try another example. Here I need to find the sum of the first 8 terms of the following sequence. So once again, I need my first term, my ratio, and my number of terms. My first term is 75. My number of terms is 8, that was just given to me. And here I can't easily recognize the ratio. So instead I'm going to divide. I'm going to take the second term and divide it by the first. 70.5 divided by 75 to get my common ratio. My common ratio will be 0.94. Now we can plug these things into our formula. Remember, it's a sub 1 times 1 minus r to the n power divided by 1 minus r. You don't need to memorize the formula, it'll always be given to you, but you do need to remember how to use it. Let's plug in my initial value, 1 minus my ratio, to the 8th power, 1 minus my ratio. When you put that in the calculator, you're going to get 488.038. Wants me to round to the nearest hundredths place. That is 2 spots after the decimal. So I'm going to round here. This 8 tells me to round the 3 up, so my final answer is actually 488.04. To summarize, there's 2 ways you'll see the geometric sum formula written, but they mean the same thing. They're both composed of a first term, a common ratio, and a number of terms. And if you can't identify the common ratio, then you'll need to take the second term and divide it by the first.